So what happened last time, Rod?
Well, for all intents and purposes, after our chat with the Paradox agent that we had met, offering the job, and of course, Song declining on her for her own reasons, he decided not to send us home, essentially, to take us back to where we belong, as he told us. Open the path door without any repercussions, and of course, the you can sign a paper anytime type of situation. And we took our leave, as we at least believe we returned back home. A moment of readjustment as we talked about what comes next and what to do before Sung got a call on her cell phone. Uh, and picked up to have someone, a known voice, I would assume, saying where was she? She needed to be back at work. She was running late. It was Mr. Jeremy, apparently. Sung, very confused and unsure, apologized, of course, and promised to be there as quickly as she can as she looked upon Dudley and Greg and let them know what happened. Well, still confused, decided just to continue on as things normally would have been before everything had fallen apart, essentially. As he came back to things slightly taken to the left. The bars is the body of the bar was still there, but things had changed. Small tweaks here and there. The music was different. The drinks were a bit better, and of course, Mr. Jeremy was an entirely different person, in personality and in looks, as he seemed to be all right with Sung being late, as well as giving apologies and raises and being a decent boss all around, something that Sung has never had from Jeremy before. And of course, the promise that Jacob will be here later, someone who we all know had died the last time we were here, or home, essentially, as we decide with a bit of freak out and trying to get her bearings. Greg assured us not to freak out too badly as we decide to just continue forward. Maybe we can nudge things to a better progress, apparently, as we don't know what's going on, don't know what we can change, or maybe this is the only thing that's changed or what have you. But we can't do anything about it right now, as we will just continue on as normal and try to keep an eye out and make sure we don't follow the same paths that led to so many different disasters for us. As we just did that, enjoyed ourselves, watched out for things, as, well, Caitlin apparently walked in at some point, same and familiar self, same and familiar looks to our lovely Greg, as well as Jacob White, with, again, a new face walking in as well. As we, well, Jeremy, not Jeremy, but Dudley and Greg were trying to keep an eye out for that. Greg and them definitely not trying to look too rude to Caitlin, but also not trying to give her that attention that he gave to her previously. But it seems he still took a moment to go up to approach him after doing the same rehearsal speech with Sung. And the only thing of note that Greg seemed to be aware of her was, one, she was far more attractive than she was last time, or something pulled her more towards her than last time. And of course, seemed she was very much digging him, essentially, as they talked and had the same conversations as the last time. I said Sung was keeping an eye on, Jeremy and Jacob White, as she even felt their emotions, could sense the stress from Jeremy as he's trying to be a good boss and trying to take care of his employees as the numbers aren't turning green for him, essentially. And was Jacob trying to keep track of this entire bar and try not to freak out as well with his own stressful situation. He did, of course, take some time to go off to have that moment alone. Instead of going to the bathroom this time, he would go take a smoke behind the bar, essentially. Eventually, bitch running around. Song decided to keep a check out of him. It's been a bit too long, so when she stepped out, she found Jacob collapsed and began to panic a bit more. She tried to make sure he wasn't dead, at least not this time. And while she was doing that, she was able to notice a mysterious person, a stranger, pop up behind her. Not the same vampire or such she met, or seemed to be just another guy, as he tried to calm her down a bit. And though she tried to run her way and even threatened to call the police, he said, of course, no, don't do that. You need to call the ambulance. Seems this, your friend needs some assistance. All reasonable reactions, of course, as she was compelled to almost resettle this as she called the ambulance for Jacob and tried to ask this stranger for assistance in getting her friend inside. There was more when she went to the door, and it seemed her memory had an odd pause, an odd relapse or so, but before continuing forward as he introduced himself as Morgan and such, and told Mr. Jeremy what happened to Jacob. as we try to figure out ways to make sure he's well. He was, of course, asking a few questions, seemed to be waiting for a friend or waiting for Caitlin, especially. And while we had a bit of everyone came to the back, mostly with Greg and Dudley, noticing Jeremy's aggravation and such, decided to go check in the back and see what's going on. As Jacob was resting, and well, Jeremy went up to keep an eye on the patrons while we waited for the ambulance to come here. A bit of a conversation back and forth as Morgan introduced himself before going out to talk to Caitlin, and they all settled back in, especially after Jeremy's reaction to the patrons' apparently not so great comments that he was very upset with before we tried to settle down with a round of drinks. And Greg, Dudley, Morgan, and Caitlin had a bit of a talking shop as they said the same spiel as last time, what they're here for, company, just for recent arrivals, yada yada, that type of thing. And on a whim, Greg decided to use his abilities to try to feel if he can sense any life from Morgan, and was not able to sense anything from her, showing that this man is also an undead creature. Not good, at the very least. But not showing alarm, they say goodbye to Morgan as well as goodbye to Caitlin. Though there was a moment where the same opportunity to hang out with Greg presented itself, he instead gave her a free ride home without too much issue. And well, we said our goodbyes. We talked about what to do and how we were going to handle the situation, what else could have changed for us. But right now it's only just planning and calm and having to figure out a plan to deal with whatever vampires we have going on situation, especially when it comes to Greg's life right now. And we went home to deal with a new morning, as Sung would wake up to her avatar wondering exactly if things have changed for her, and getting her way back to school to see that, well, that familiar figure in her life, the one she had a bit of a rough relationship with, Jennifer, was there as a different person, as it took her a minute to understand, and it seems that their relationship is, well, much, much different, as they seem to be close friends and seem to have a cordial relationship, as Jennifer made jokes with her, hang out with her, even requesting to do a regular hangout time that this world's universe Sung would blow off. And back at work, Greg woke up to a different life entirely, as it seems his employees were able to run things without him micromanaging. He didn't even have to do any extra work, as it seems those who had failed him in his other previous time had stepped up to be an important arm and leg for the company. Even Johnny, wonderful Johnny, no longer downloaded porn, as he seemed to be a rising star in this work shift, basically. And of course, Dudley's after Sung frantically texted Greg that Jennifer was a completely different person, well, Greg checked on Dudley, and looks like in his new status in life, he has a wife that he had surely lost in his last life. And Dudley had a proper freak out on that one, as he realized that now things are definitely different for us. Just the only differences were our personal lives, especially. Another problem to deal with, as well as, like I said, Greg tried to reach out to see if he can get any answers from, and checking up on Morgan and Caitlin. No information on Morgan at all anywhere. Some on Caitlin, just regular stuff, of course. And, it seems there's a bit of a mystery on our side about how exactly things have changed. And I think that's where it landed last, us discussing what to do, other than, of course, keeping our heads low and trying to wait for opportunities right now, as we don't know exactly how this place came to be, essentially.
Yeah, not sure exactly what was the last scene.
Let me double check my notes. Other than, of course, Greg and Johnny's interaction, then Jennifer and Park's interaction, Greg reached out to Adrian to hopefully get a chance to talk with someone. That's really the main big thing that Greg did.
It's back to evening. The same day. Pick right back up. I think Adrian set up a call with you probably a couple of days later, maybe, Greg? I don't remember exactly the timeline, but...
Yes, he said it would be like a couple days.
Yeah. So at least, at the very least, you have the evening to yourself. You can go and drink non-diluted beer.
We're not leaving, guys. You guys better get used to it.
As Greg, you walk out of your office as people are starting to head home. Not Johnny was. I think Johnny was.
Yeah, Johnny.
Yes.
Johnny's still at the desk. There's a small stash of paperwork that he's going through.
Almost brings a tear to his eye.
Yeah. Probably gonna leave about like 40 minutes later after he finishes everything. As you see Dudley also getting ready to leave.
Is that what we would call a Freudian slip?
You are going out to drink, so maybe you are getting ready to live.
How's it going, Dudley?
I mean, a bit better. Just got slightly used to it, and it's nice. I should be back to normal.
Yeah, I don't know about you, but I think I like the changes. I think I like the changes here.
It's almost like someone went back and fixed past mistakes or changed stuff for the better. Wonder how late will be.
He is coming tomorrow. Find out soon. The both of you presumably will make your way to the pub. I'll take that silence as a confirmation.
Yeah.
Where else are we gonna go, Grant?
I don't know, maybe we'll stop and like, guys, maybe tonight is the night we don't go and drink. Let's go have a salad and just like think about getting an early sleep. But yeah,
Absolutely not.
Sang, you would be there a bit early as you presumably will start leaving the university grounds as Jennifer is fast until after you.
Oh, we were planning to hang out tonight, right, Gren?
I think that was the last conversation. She's like, I'm gonna go with you towards work, or like drop by your workplace.
Oh, okay. So,
you do realize she's doing this only to be able to help you. So.
Oh, gotcha.
She knows you're never gonna like just flat out say, "Hey, come and help me." They're all a pretense.
Thanks, Jennifer. You don't have to do this. We can try to pick a time when I'm not working.
Not doing anything. I'm hanging out with you. Can't I just hang out?
Yeah, of course. It's gonna be a bit boring. Maybe you can meet Dudley and Greg though. I think you might like them.
Listen, never know. If there's I do have found a recent fascination with washing dishes and glasses.
Well, that's nice and all, but as my friend, I think I'd rather see you have a moment to enjoy my wonderful bartender skills.
Yeah, well, I'll be able to enjoy them really up close from behind the bar.
I don't think that's how that works. I don't think I can hire you magically. I think Mr. Jeremy would have some comments about that.
And like squints a bit and says, "Is he single?"
I'm not too sure actually.
Well,
You're gonna hit on my boss?
I can be charming when I want to.
This is gonna be a very weird night, I think.
Listen, I can usually just say a few compliments, giggle a couple, and then I'll just let you get away with whatever.
I don't think I can really do that, but okay then. Let's go have some, I guess, not working fun, I guess.
Yeah, you do get there. Jeremy is already has already prepped the place. He's kind of like, you hear him in the back, just carrying crates back and forward, making sure everything is stocked, changing the beer barrels.
Uh, she goes, Song would go to help. It's like, oh, good
No,
evening,
no.
Mr. Jeremy.
Hey, just get ready. I think I've finished most of this. As like looks over the counter, spots Jennifer, looks at you confused, says, we're not open until like another hour.
She's just my friend from school.
Oh, okay then. Goes back to kind of like what's the word? Screwing in? Is that the word?
There you go.
Oh God, no.
He's screwing someone. He's screwing
Oh,
someone.
what is he? What is he screwing in?
So you know it's I get like the like the beer barrels, the canisters you kind of have to sort
Oh,
of
I see.
Yeah,
Yeah.
screwing in is a
That's-
close enough term.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
he's
what-
just kind of like screwing it in, as like makes sure it's locked in, as the pints are being the pint dispensers are being properly supplied. Again, uniquely in this town with non-diluted beer.
a rare find.
So Jennifer's just kind of like lean in and say, "Where's you says, well, want me to do the thing, or do you want to ask him now? Just not ask him at all."
I think she gives it like a bit of a sigh. I think it would only be fair, because I feel if I don't, you're gonna. I'll talk to him.
Okay.
Mr. Jeremy.
Yes, I see. Like, it's up from underneath the counter.
I know this is a bit unorthodox, but I was wondering if I could have my friend Jennifer help us out at the bar since Jacob's going to be out of commission for a bit.
Um, hmm.
I can split my tips and everything with her. If that's going to be a problem for you, but she heard about what happened and she wanted to help.
He'll kind of like, okay, give me like a moment, like to check something in the back. We'll be out in like a couple of minutes. Like, goes in the back office.
Well, Song kind of looks at Jennifer. It wasn't a no. He said he'll be right back, if nothing else.
She kind of like smiles as well. I guess wait and see.
Yeah. I said I could get some glasses and stuff ready at the very least. He's under a lot of stress. Things have been tough.
He looks fine for someone very stressed.
Yeah, I guess he does.
Kind of like squints at you.
She's also squints at her.
Well, then keep your secrets.
It's just well, Jacob's been kind of had a kind of collapse at work, so, and now we're down to essentially just me and him.
Oh boy, how are you gonna deal with like school and everything?
Well, keep going forward like I usually do. Do some power naps if I have to. Any thoughts on that? I feel like you had some thoughts.
Don't worry. Sounds like you have a handle on it. As she gets up and goes to the back, like to the door that leads into the back.
So I look confused. I think she's gonna try to suddenly figure out what the fuck's going on by listening in if she can, or trying to follow
Yeah, you
her
can
quietly
give me a
behind.
wits awareness if you want to eavesdrop.
Poor dice pool here. Oh, nice.
Yeah, you kind of overhear them talking as Jennifer says, "Listen, she can't like work this alone." That and like, yeah, I know. trying to like get someone to help, but it's only like a bit of temporary job, and people are looking for something a bit more permanent. Says, it's fine. I'll take the job. Get me hired part time, and when your guy comes back, I'll just I'll quit. Or and yeah, apparently they kind of like shake hands on it. And about an hour later, she has a rather short-term work contract ready to go. Never realized Jeremy is this good with papers.
I think before she gets back, she of course like pretends like she didn't hear everything that she heard. It says, "So I guess you had your interview and everything.
Yeah, you could
How
say
long you
that.
been? I didn't see you as a bartender type.
Well, junior bartender.
Okay. There's a lot of rules to the job, if nothing
Just
else.
literally I just have to wash dishes. That's fine. I'll let you handle the
Okay.
complicated stuff.
If you ever get overwhelmed or feel like you need a moment to rest, just let me know, okay?
She's gonna smile and nod.
Okay.
I guess today will be my training wheels day, and get to keep your normal schedule. I'll plan days off.
Yeah. But if you
If I
she
what?
goes she just hugs Jennifer.
I'm gonna hug you back. As Dudley and Greg, you walk through the door. I assume you would be the first ones to arrive here, just on the dot.
Always.
Yes,
As
naturally.
as you walk in, you see Sung hugging out with Jennifer. Or rather, actually no, because you don't know. She's just hugging out with another young woman at the bar. As Sung, you do hear the little bell ding as the door opens, and you turn around and you see Dudley and Greg.
Oh, hey, you two. You're here right on time.
As
Hey there.
Jennifer smiles and says, "Well, welcome to the what's this place called?" Completely spaced out on it.
It's called the Dragonfire.
Yeah, it says, "Welcome to the Dragonfire Pub, where all the drinks are hot and the service is nice." As she glances back at you, or was it the other way around?
Argus gives her a thumbs up for trying. Well, nothing else, the beer never really runs out. Guys, meet our newest employee, Jennifer. Jennifer, this is Greg and Dudley.
Shake your hands enthusiastically, clearly in the fucking salesperson persona.
Well, it's a pleasure.
Nice meeting you.
Yeah, I mean, two of you will sit down at your table, and eventually people will start pouring in. Jeremy, it's like about like 10 minutes in, kind of goes to the jukebox. Starts playing some music. As Jennifer like looks a bit taken aback, like this didn't strike me as the place.
What, the music?
Yeah, kind of dig it.
Yeah, it's a bit unfamiliar with me. Do you know them?
No. Like, hey, Jeremy, what's the band? Jeremy kind of like walks towards you, says, I They're cool, right? Make sure you tell everyone about them. Shattering Paradox. Really appreciate the favor.
I stare at the camera.
I still had to catch.
As he like, Jennifer just kind of like nods. Says, I've never heard of them. And like, well, they're some sort of like up-and-coming band from the US. Listen, I've scored a sweet deal with their manager. I'm promoting them here and, well, get a nice little pot of money every month. It's a nice sponsorship deal.
I don't think this has happened last time, right, Grunt? This is news to Sung, right?
So this is exactly what happened last time. It's just way later after the bar was taken over.
Ah, I got you. Okay, 'cause that's right, because we did hear him when Kinshin was playing. Well, it sounds nice. A little different, but I think it can fit the vibe eventually.
Listen, the radio ain't paying me, so this guy is. So hey, sounds good enough. If the customers complain, well, they can drink somewhere else.
I'm sure they'll learn to love it. Right, Dudley? Greg?
That's this place I call this, and I ain't leaving.
It's all right.
As yeah, eventually maybe during the night, before it gets too late, we'll have a chance if you want to sit down with Dudley and Greg to talk a bit.
Oh, yeah, she definitely does. Okay, I'm freaking out a little bit here. I feel like I'm like two more wrong things from having a panic attack.
What's been going on?
Don't you think it's weird? Fucking odd how our lives are just different. I don't know about the rest of you, but Jennifer and I never had this type of relationship ever. Jennifer's dead in my universe. Has anything changed for you guys? Is it just me?
It's not me and Elaine are back together.
The ex-wife, Elena?
Yeah. I mean, it's the bar is different, so like.
Okay,
My workers can actually do their jobs.
your biggest complaint ever about your job?
I don't have to micromanage all their paperwork.
Don't you think it's weird? Does it make you feel a little bit, I don't know, odd that our lives, the biggest problems in our lives have been fixed? Jeremy's a whole new freaking person. I think he has an 8-pack.
Yeah, it's weird, but I'm gonna be honest. I'm not sure I want to poke too much at it, considering what tends to happen when we poke at things.
Every time we've been to a place that's not our home, things fall apart eventually. And this just feels like a setup to just make it crash and fall around us. And I feel like that's gonna happen. Like, this isn't our home. These people know different versions of us that don't exist. The guy we talked to was talking about how things should be changed and blah blah and all that good stuff, and now we're after saying no, we're back in a world where things are perfect. And aren't you guys? Don't you think it's weird? Don't you?
I mean, yeah, it's weird, but Greg just sort of shrugs.
He kind of like looks at Dudley when Greg finished shrugging.
Listen, I'm sorry. I know what to do about it right now. Nice.
Look, maybe there's nothing we can do right now, but I feel like being complacent with it is not going to help us out either.
Well, first things first is we need to find Kashim again. That's the first thing. The problem is he found us, and it seems like the situation that led to that's not going to happen.
Oh, Adrian. What about Adrian, the reporter and everything,
Yeah.
right? Didn't you guys
Yeah,
tell me?
I have a meeting with him.
Oh, okay. Okay, that might be. If it's him, it might give us somewhere, right? He's supposed to be one of us. Okay. Okay. I can calm myself down. Calm myself down. This is just a little setback, just a little hiccup. Outside of the alarming, squeaky clean life we had, did you guys notice anything else outside of that?
Not too much. Most things seem to be the same.
The music choice is a little bit different, but I think that was there last time after, well, the ownership of the bar changed. Okay. I will try not to freak out and try to keep staying the course and keep my head low.
I mean, we've experienced far worse stuff. This is far less worth than. I mean, I also feel uneasy. It's not.
Okay. Stay in the course. Stay in the course. Do you guys need any more drinks?
Yeah, we could take some more.
Okay. I'll get you some fish and chips or something.
As you put down the fries,
Grant,
Sorry,
you
Grant,
put
what they
this.
call it.
Grant, unfortunately, we're in Portsmouth. It's in England.
We are British, yes.
yeah, but the narrator isn't, so you put down the fries.
Truly, hack fraud.
Hack fraud.
Well, the night seems to be going fine. Well, Jennifer is still as smart as we can remember, so she's gonna pick up on things rather quickly. Although, like, you can give me a wits insight, by the way.
Okay.
Son.
I assume motive doesn't apply, right?
No,
Gotcha.
just to see how she's doing.
Gotcha.
Holy shit, she hates this fucking thing. But every time you turn to her, she's gonna smile and nod, smile and nod.
Oh no.
God, he does. If you weren't here, she would fucking ditch this place. Apparently, she likes the music, but that's about it. The job itself, like, horrible.
Talking to
Understandable.
people, it's horrible.
She's in the back washing dishes.
Yeah,
I'd
she's
rather
not
have her do
even
that
talking
than
to
talk
people.
to.
Yeah, she's just washing dishes, cleaning, making drinks, that sort of thing. Well, making drink is a very loose term for this location. Pouring drinks is more accurate.
Yeah, so I'm gonna make sure she has those gloves to make sure her hands won't get pruned up or anything like that.
She's already cut herself.
Oh no, Jennifer.
Cuts herself, broken like 3 glasses. These things happen.
Yeah, Song's not gonna get mad at her. Just gonna reassure her every time.
Well, neither is Jeremy, so like he'll just like, there's plenty of glasses, don't worry. As well, the night will go on. If there's anything you would like to discuss, if not, the first shoe are dropping.
What's the first shoe?
Ooh.
Upon
Oh
who
fuck.
will be hit by the first shoe?
Well, it's around midnight at this point.
Oh, I
As-
remember. Fuck, someone.
As
Oh, yeah.
as the door rings and you all recognize her. Jen. Nice little friendly vampire lady.
I cast fireball.
Oh no! Unfortunately, there's another woman she might try to kill.
Yeah. You just
Oh
realized now,
no! Oh
Park,
no!
that you're not the only woman working at the bar tonight.
That
Yeah, I'm
was
gonna keep Jennifer away from that as best I can, guys.
who was second attractive person.
As Jen walks in, Jennifer smiles at her and says, "Welcome to the Dragonfire pub, where the drinks are hot and the service is nice." And Jen just kind of like winks back at her. Is in fact a Jover. As yeah, Jen's
There
just
is-
gonna sit just where you remember, at the bar. And she's gonna order a drink directly from Jennifer. This won't get confusing rather quickly.
Yeah.
Agent Smith, please change the names around.
This Red did this. This is Red's fault.
I didn't know. I didn't know her name. I didn't know. Sorry.
You could have changed the name. You could have changed the name.
It's too late for
I
that.
already had already introduced Jennifer first, and I didn't know Jennifer, the other vampire, would come in later.
Fine. When they talk, you'll know who's who.
Oof, there was probably a moment where the spike of fear probably passed through Sung's entire being when she saw her walk in.
Why don't you give me a resolve composure?
Oh dear, I shouldn't have said anything.
I love it. My favorite thing is when players put down their own bear traps and then step in them.
That's what I do all the time. Yeah.
You shoot your legs off.
You see Jen just kind of like glancing in your direction. Gives you like a smirk and a nod.
Yeah, I think automatically when autopilot she does the customer service smile that she's been trained to do all her life. Wonderful to see you. You seem to be new here.
I
Are
am.
you here for business or pleasure?
For me, those two often intermingle.
I know. You're right. I'm sorry.
You did. You are,
Sorry.
you are digging the hole. You are digging it deeper.
Completely right.
You're going to China right now.
I'm sorry. I've done this. Says, welcome to Portsmouth at the very least. I'm not sure if if there's any directions you need or need help getting to know the place. I'm quite a regular, and we have quite a number of regulars here too.
I won't say no to that. Maybe you'll find some free time and some fun fact about your city.
Well, I can go on to the boring stuff, which is all the politics.
No,
And of
I
course,
don't care about the politics. I mean something interesting. I don't know. Just gossip, I think.
Gossip. Would Sung know any interesting gossip? Basically, yeah, that is also true. Would
Probably.
Sung know any gossip?
That's up to you. Would Sung be the kind of person who reads tabloids and shit like that?
I think with the proximity with Greg and Dudley and the comes the business side and stuff, and how important that is for politics in a certain way, I think she would keep an
Yeah.
eye on that type of stuff.
Why don't you give me a charisma persuasion roll? Feel free to add your beautiful to this.
Granted, you have more dice.
Should I re-roll too? Because like I said, I don't want her to talk to Jennifer.
She is losing interest in you.
I will willpower this if I have to. God,
Go ahead.
Bravely sacrificing yourself.
Well, unfortunately,
nothing.
yeah, you see, like, you visibly see her like lose interest as every now and then will kind of like Jennifer kind of like will actually make a remark like, yeah, well, that guy's like an asshole. Like, do you actually believe that shit? Since when do you read like every shitty? and makes several like rather mean and sarcastic comments at certain local celebrities, which appears to attract Jen's attention a bit more. Clearly more than you.
Rest in peace.
Oh, jeez.
Say Dudley and Greg, you do see all this unfolding from your table.
Ah, shit.
Fucking shit.
Did Adrian guy go? No, I don't think I did.
Was the one that
When did the attack happen
fucking
last?
Adrian warned us about her when fucking she was with Sung.
Yeah. Maybe we can warn. Maybe we can just.
I was assuming you haven't burned the contracts that you were given from Agent Smith.
Dudley didn't.
I put mines under my bed somewhere. I think she forgot about it.
I'm just making sure that those are still.
Yeah, Greg probably would have kept it for the first few days, and he's probably going to burn it here soon because, like, honestly, why would I leave this place? It's so great.
As you all see someone else walk right through the. Apparently,
Who is it?
it's casual Thursday.
Who walked through the door?
It's this man.
Interesting.
On his off duty, fucking you had.
Does look just like Agent Smith. Has like a leather jacket, some
Now
casual clothes.
listen, we can't just do something foolish just because someone looks similar.
He is walking
True.
straight over at your table.
Hey guys.
As he gets there and says, mind if I have a seat, gentlemen?
Shouldn't be a problem.
His off hours.
Yeah, he'll take a seat, grab a chair.
Listen, you had to deal with some bullshit fucking last week or something. Like some fucking battle royale in the dimensional.
And I know the mess on Sector 13. But yeah, he'll just say at you, it's been a couple of days now. I was wondering, you are taking long or?
About the contracts.
Yes.
Yeah, sorry, kind of got put right back into
I,
I'm not gonna say all world, right in the middle of things. So
but it is your world.
close enough. Things are different.
Unfortunately, when you left, in order to ensure that time is dialed back, things don't break. Slight changes had to be made here and there. Preserve integrity. I did try to not make changes that would affect you negatively, because I don't think it's your fault that you got dragged into this.
Grant, I know I'm not gonna be able to do it because this man probably has a 15 dice pool for lying to me. But I'd like to try to insight that.
Yeah, I will try to.
With insight. Agent Smith is not an antediluvian. Like, I don't know, 15 dice pool. Where the fuck do you think he has 15 dice pool? It's just a powerful.
Forgive me. He'll have an 8 dice pool and he'll get 15 successes.
Unless you got 3 successes, Greg. Well, that's not really high for anyone's standards. But yeah, no, he is genuinely being truthful with that. for both you and Dudley.
I didn't notice that.
All right.
I thought that was gonna be a good compromise between you and my organization.
On my end, I can't complain. Things are actually better.
There's another reason I wanted for you to first see this, because I believe maybe showing is sometimes better than just telling. We fix timelines when we keep universes going. You saw me kill people. It was most unfortunate and drastic of cases. That's not the norm. This is more the norm. It's altering slight changes.
Grunt,
And
can we roll again?
Max like spamming the buttons like, oh, let me roll. Roll again, I guess.
I'm not Mac. I'm not gonna be a bitch.
Holy
That-
shit.
That's
Holy-
the price you get for being a bitch.
No, listen, I want to join up with this. I trust him fully now. There we go.
Fortunately, you saw me in the mission when I had to take out some other dangerous rogue elements. But you also saw what I did here. Nobody had to die. Apparently, for some people, lives have improved. The universe keeps going.
Now, Grunt, Greg would have actually have read over that entire contract even if he wasn't planning on signing it. What was the exact nature of that contract? Because again, he would have read through it with a fine-toothed comb.
It's basically a contract that it's a work contract, like with like a work schedule. So it's not like you're gonna work forever for us all the time, always. It's like an actual has a schedule and everything, as well as a salary associated with it, converted to your local currency. A decent salary, depending on, I guess, what you compare it with. We're not being paid like a wealthy politician, but definitely in the top earning of England. Any specific things that might interest you?
Basically, like the nature of the work that's stipulated in the contract.
The nature of the work is you have to basically, you'll be given on the job. You'll be given certain. You'll have to fulfill certain duties to uphold the integrity of said timeline and universe. And they do give you a couple of examples from anything from moving a passerby 10 meters to the left at a specific time and place to removing targets that threaten the entire universe, which is code word for killing people, like you've probably seen him do at the spaceship.
Greg's gonna kind of lean in a bit, like on his elbow, and he'll say, I did look over the contract, and
I'll also say one more thing. It stipulates, while under duty, as you are enforcing and upholding the timelines and maintaining reality, you will not be affected by paradox.
interesting. All right. So yeah, I looked over contract. My might need to have a talk with Sung because I don't. She was really not. She
Yeah.
was pretty apprehensive about the whole thing.
Understandable. You've been through quite the harrowing experience.
Yeah, most of us are just gonna want a normal life back and just hope to survive. And I don't think that's possible anymore.
I will
This is a way
be,
to unawaken.
and I will be quite honest with you now. There really isn't, and now that certain people have already noticed, I don't think there's a real way to hide you from well, individuals like this Megan. We can sometimes hide people if they're unknown, but yeah, it's too late for you. I'm afraid. Unless you plan on running through realities forever, not that many options. I will respect whatever decision you make.
All right. We'll talk to Park. See if see what we can do.
He nods. Very well. If there's not, you don't need anything else from me, I leave and I will talk to you tomorrow. Have a good night, gentlemen.
Good night to you as well.
Have a good night.
Get up and walk away.
Time to fill the paperwork for Sector 13.
Like, how many? You mean we had two Jackman?
That man fucking went into work and quite literally, he was like, you know what? I've got to meet the mages in Sector 10. You got this, right?
But yeah, no. You do see Sung still trying to. Actually, you do see her trying to like clearly engage in conversation with Jen, not really succeeding.
Should we get still this to deal with?
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of seeing that she's not succeeding. I'm gonna motion for like Sung to come over because clearly her plan ain't working. Whatever her plan is.
She will go over.
All right. Sung, first things, what are we gonna do about your friend?
I don't know. I don't even know we should do anything about it.
I mean,
Or it's already been written in the fucking stars for all I fucking know.
well, Adrian warned us that you were in danger when fucking that lady was going after you. So if we can somehow make him aware, I mean, the man has a public thing. If maybe he can.
Maybe
Just somehow, yeah, we just pass on the information to him. That might be able to. But second thing, I just got a visit. We just had a talk with Mr. Smith again.
Fucking course.
Yeah, apparently this is home. They had to change a few things to, I don't know, I'm guessing Kushim having us, and I don't know if that other group was also from our fucking universe, you know, the one that Baz guy told us about. I don't know if that did a number on it or not, but changes we're seeing, apparently, I don't know, guess they're minor ones to plaster over cracks.
Of course it is.
which, of course, he brought up the contracts again, and
Fuck.
which means we're gonna
And
have to
what,
make
you-
that decision. We're gonna have to make that decision. Do we sign them or do we burn them? Because I assume as long as we keep them around, we're probably gonna expect more visits.
Look, I already said I didn't want to join these people. I don't know if you guys have changed your minds. I see no reason why we have to join these guys. I don't see why we should trust these people. I don't see what makes him fucking better than anyone else we've met so far. Is there a reason we need to sign it? Outside of the fact that this is apparently our lives after bringing us back here?
There's still Megan, and her character just said to pull a totally prank on us. She might be back, but
Why would Megan even want to harm us? Outside of what she wants to do with every single universe that she exists in or touches or something like that. This is a favor for a favor. And of course, if we are part of their jurisdiction, that means whoever else was here in this place taking care of it, well, they're not part of that. Do you think they'll allow that person to continue on doing what they were doing if they already have some new people moving in? Don't you think that's convenient for them?
All right.
What?
So let's bring it up because if we can't find Kushim and Adrian can't help us, we're running out of options to help me and help your friend.
I'm
The question is, how is he going to... Oh, go ahead.
sorry, I was just confused. What exactly? Who's replacing what? I was looking at.
How about
so
when
we're-
she got the...
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, when Red got the read on them the last time we talked, and the implication was, that freelancer here, if you're here, they don't need him anymore,
Okay.
which means he dies.
I understand.
Yeah.
Well, listen, maybe they can reassign him.
We had signed him?
They don't. Wow.
What I'm just saying is, for now at least, let's keep a hold of those contracts. We can find our own way out of this, then we burn them afterwards. But until we know that we're gonna be okay, it's just an option on the table.
How do we even know he'll even help us fix this? This is, at least from his words, the way it's supposed to be. Well, he's gonna let me sidestep that for convenience sake because I signed a piece of paper?
Gonna be honest, from the look of the contract, if you're on the job, it doesn't seem Backlash affects you that much. Possible. If we did sign up, we could do a few things, but again, I'm just putting the option on the table here. If you're this against it, I'm not gonna force you to sign it, and if one of us doesn't want to join, none of us can join. I'm just saying that at the very least we should keep the option on the table then.
I know. I'm just upset right now. It feels like we're just being forced into a choice where we don't have a choice.
Right.
Goddamn cages pulling all around us.
So, do we have literally any way to track down fucking Kushim?
Well, the only thing I know from our previous time was Adrian's own connections. And that's even if it's the same Adrian at that. Who knows if that's also changed.
I think it probably wouldn't be, since he's also a mage, and he didn't go with Megan, so I assume the fixing mostly affected us in our fields.
Yeah, he was supposed to be trained with the other guy.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't think he was affected very much. At most, the only effect he had is the general time travel, so he doesn't know it's probably anymore.
Grace gonna take a look over. How's that conversation between Jen and Jennifer going?
Jen is definitely leaning over the bar much more, getting a bit closer. She's smiling more, she's laughing more.
Listen, Park, Sung, I can, if you want, I could maybe call a few people and see at the very least. I can talk to a few people, and we can make sure that when that Jennifer moves against her friend or moves against her friend, because it looks like looks like what she's veering towards right now. There are going to be people who can call the authorities, just call the police, make sure somebody knows.
How do I know this whatever the fuck guy will even save the situation? How do I even know that this will even change anything from what's about to go down? Because all it is basically being forced into a choice that might not even matter.
Greg's gonna nod. Suppose I would. Yeah, I'm still probably gonna use my side hustler to get some help for your friend. There wasn't an answer to that, but I'm gonna do that anyways.
Can I quit if I sign this paper? Do I get to leave afterwards? Or do you all have to come with me? That's the case.
What? Leave where? What?
The paradox.
Oh, she's
contract.
actually like the paradox contract, yeah. She assumes Greg would
yeah,
have
I was
read
just
it, knowing
confused.
Greg.
Yeah, Greg did read it. I was just confused because like this was not a response to the thing I said.
Yeah. She heard what she said, but she's still stuck on that because she's looking over at the Jen and Jennifer situation right now.
The paradox contract is just a work contract. There is a clause where you
Yeah,
can
but-
just quit. Like you can just
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, because from what he's, because like saying from my point of view, it's like, oh, you all have to join, so why
Yes.
wouldn't we all have to quit? So
I
that's
mean,
what she
yeah,
has.
you
Like,
all
hey, if
have
I
to,
decide to leave,
if you decide to leave, you can leave, but all three of you have to leave. That's the stipulation.
gotcha.
You get fired as a trio, you have to quit as a trio.
Listen. If you want to quit, I don't think me or Greg will say no.
Listen, we're gonna try to work this through on our own, and if it doesn't work, that's there. Right now, we're not gonna. Let's focus on keeping your friends safe, Sung, and making sure that whatever fucking thing wants me doesn't get me. Because right now, turning our wheels in the mud on this conversation, saying the same things over and over again, isn't going to help either of those things.
You're right.
Dudley, you hear Kupala in your head. Listen, I get you don't want my other self-help. Other people you could call upon.
I always shouldn't mind.
Know someone who would really like to.
Also, one of your friends, though.
Well, I wouldn't call them a friend. I would call them an acquaintance. Would you like to, well, kill that bitch?
The double just nod and say hello to the rest. Japala decided to speak up. She offered some assistance.
Now, what does she got? What does she got?
Acquaintance. Any more details?
Like what?
Who are they? What are they?
I believe they're a vampire.
Do they have a name?
Yeah, translate.
I'm like, well, feel like I should keep some cards to the chest. Listen, all I have to say, powerful, would probably enjoy killing that one, and probably not really gonna care about you too much.
Uh,
Yeah, assuming that gets forwarded to us, fucking Greg's gonna say, okay, so that one's going on the back burner too.
Pause.
I'm sorry, I was busy. That's what I did, yeah.
Paul will probably like, oh, well, tell him to shoot himself. Dies. I guess that's easily prevented that.
Oh, okay, I guess we've got the devil's bargain on the table.
We have 2 of those now, and one of those devils seems better than the other one.
Yeah. Honestly, if you could pull us down and tier below
Why does
Paradox,
he hate me so much? He does realize I'm the only thing keeping you alive, right?
you are like a demon, I think.
That's what? It's such a layman's term for what I am. I expect that categorization from some vampires, but you should be a bit more smart.
Listen, I'm not exactly a scholar on the supernatural.
I'm a spirit. I'm just like your other avatar. How do you think I got stuck inside your soul? But again, suit yourselves.
I'm gonna head back to work, guys.
Yeah, why don't you give me a wits awareness, Park?
Gotcha.
If Greg and Dudley have nothing else to add to this conversation.
Yeah, nothing.
Do you need me to reroll, Brett?
Up to you if you want to. I feel like, oh, you know
I
what?
think
I'll
I
be
will.
nice. I'll let the other 2 also roll wits awareness. I'll be nice
Gotcha.
because I'm a nice GM.
I mean, we'll be looking over there. Like, make some sense. I can
God
reroll. It depends. Yeah.
Apparently, you're not looking close enough, so.
Who would like to try re-rolling first? I have 2 willpower damage.
They also have 2
Superficial.
willpower.
I don't have any willpower damage, so I can just
Yeah, I
roll
need
if you
3
guys
successes.
are already in the hole. Gotcha. Let's hope. Let's hope.
Okay.
Yeah, there we go.
As you say that, Park, you glance back and Jen is like leans in and like kisses Jennifer, just like straight up. It's devolving, getting worse.
It's just gonna go over there. Whoa, whoa! Break it up, ladies. Break it up.
Jennifer kind of like as Jen backs off, Jennifer looks like a bit like befuddled, almost like, oh, hey, Park, up.
Hey. Nice. Hi. Sup? Hello. You're at work. Nice to see.
I wasn't drinking. Jen says, it's fine. You'll get off work at some point. As Jennifer just blushes and like goes away to like just deal with like different orders. The orders have been she's clearly been neglecting a bit of her duties because of this.
Well, can I get you a table, a glass of wine? Only water.
No, I like being at the bar. It gives me a better view of her. I like to be up close and personal.
Yes. Please don't distract the workers from doing their job too much, ma'am.
I
There are other
apologize.
patrons in the bar.
I will make sure to keep her distracted only when she's not working.
Yeah. Okay. Passes her a bowl of nuts and goes back. Tries to go talk to Jennifer.
How are you feeling about this situation, Park?
I mean the kiss between Jennifer and
What's
Jen.
Park's emotional state? That's what I'm asking.
Probably angry and a bit afraid, but mostly like very protective of her friend, or at least this person who exists as her friend.
Jen just kind of like looks at it and says, I'm not gonna eat her. Well, maybe, but I'm not gonna hurt her.
Oh, ma'am, we've just met each other, and she's my a dear friend of mine. So
Still, you're
I'm
very
thinking a lot to be on the
hostile to
ward.
me. Are you perhaps jealous? I don't realize I think she had anyone.
She's my friend, and I would hate for something to happen to her because she came to help me. So I'm just keeping an eye out.
What could possibly be happening?
A strange person at a bar decided to put the moves on my friend. Am I allowed to be a bit protective?
Feels like you're a bit overprotective.
I think I'm the right
Say,
kind,
have you
actually.
met before?
I think I would remember someone like you if we met before.
Not the best liar around, are you?
Oh shit, I forgot about vampire memories.
Um,
Uh.
Listen, dear. Not gonna harm your friend. What else to say?
Ooh.
Like you're very panicked. Like you should maybe relax a bit. Take it easy.
Oh. Probably when I'm off shift, I'll have a time to relax, maybe. Thank you for your concern.
Chuckles and says, fine. I know when I'm not wanted. She like winks at Jennifer before getting up, paying, and leaves like basically like a $100 tip.
Damn. I think Park doesn't properly untense until she sees that she leaves. I'm not sure if she's still in the bar actually, or if she just
No,
left.
she walks out. She's like gone.
Okay, she probably untenses once she leaves us then.
Jennifer will make her way back.
Probably.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah, it is a lot of money. Maybe she was
She was what? Huh?
Are you alright?
Yeah, I'm just. Oof. Yeah, I'm fine. Fine.
Do you want to tell me what that was about?
Just got to talking, and one thing led to another. She leaned in, and I guess she's an aggressive woman. What can I say?
Yeah, that's a word for it. At the very least, Jennifer, just be careful, okay?
What's wrong? What's got you so worried? Why are you so overprotective?
I don't know. Bad vibe? Just.
That's
Look.
definitely something bad about that.
Look, I'm just saying you got here to help me out, and worried that this place doesn't always have the nicest patrons. Just because someone turns out to be nice the first meet doesn't mean they're always like that.
Listen, if I could smell her perfume compared to the sweat of some of the other patrons you have here, I'll take it.
A strange smile on Park's face. Yeah. Yeah. How about if you're up for it, we can hang out tonight, watch some movies.
Don't you like? Shift ends at like 5. I think I'll be sleeping the
I
3
know.
hours before I have classes.
Yeah. Sorry.
But
Sorry.
listen, no, listen. I'll get the hang of it and uh, listen. Tomorrow's Friday. Apparently, gonna be mostly your day. Again, but it's in the weekend. We can hang out. Saturday, right?
Yeah. Saturday. We can hang out. We should get back to work.
Yeah, yeah. Some people shouting already. It's like, hey, where's my pint? Waiting for like 10 minutes.
Right in my hands.
I want to see it in front of me.
What's it in 4K? Tries to calm down the patrons as she begins to give her the drinks like angry seagulls.
They are just like, yeah, that's exactly how they are. Like the fucking seagulls from Nemo. As yeah, well, I'm not sure if there's any other conversations the three of you would like to have. The night is over and you have to all go home.
I was about to say shoe. The next shoe.
The next shoe.
The hammer is gonna drop on your kneecaps.
Or a bit too pessimistic.
But yeah, I'm gonna grunt. Could I use Side Hustler to arrange for somebody to maybe covertly keep an eye on Sung's friend there, Jennifer, just in case something happens for the next few days?
Would you like to like police?
Yeah,
car?
like the idea is it's
like
a
something-
plainclothes.
Okay.
It's a plainclothes police officer, basically just
Okay. Yeah.
yeah,
Sure. You know, I'll say it's still a bit of a because people will ask questions. Maybe you can give me like a charisma persuasion. It's like a
yeah, charisma
difficulty
persuasion.
to at least be able to answer some, like make up a story. Like, yeah, I'm just worried about this girl.
Could I use leadership in place since I have a position of
Yeah.
authority in the city?
Yeah, you can use leadership.
And would the 2 dots of influence I have in the city council, would that apply anything?
You're already using high hustler, so I'll say no.
Alright. So leadership and charisma.
Yeah.
3 successes. I can roll if needed.
You do get like 2 officers who will be able to basically they won't like necessarily like stalk her like CIA agents in the movies, but they'll be like around and keep an eye on her for at least a few days.
Alrighty.
To deter this unwanted stalker from trying anything.
Yeah. And I wonder if Jennifer, this vampire lady, I wonder if she also has nothing on her online at all. No information.
I mean, you can. Are you gonna search Jennifer? We're gonna let Dudley browse 4chan again.
Did Sung ever get a last name for her? Or is nothing?
Nope.
Nothing. Yeah. I mean,
I don't think.
Dudley...
I honestly, I don't think this time they even like officially met.
Yeah. Going to. Well, honestly, I'd say to Dudley that we should both probably see what we can find on her. Because last time we were given the story of a person who ended up having a trail of not great things following them, so maybe we can find something.
Well, in any case, as the bar eventually has to shut down, but he slowly goes home as Jennifer looks exhausted. Oh, finally. As Jeremy walks out from the back and says, you did well for your first day, kid. Park, just you and your friend go home. I'll finish cleaning up. Don't worry.
Yeah, sure, boss. Take care.
Yeah. I'll see you tomorrow then.
Bright and early.
I think I should have someone in by Sunday. So if not, at the very least, next week Jacob should be back in.
Yeah, is he out of the hospital now, or is he at home?
Yeah. I give him a bit of leave to recover and rest. Should be fine.
Yeah, I might stop by, check on him, make sure he's okay when I get some chance.
Well, have a good night, you two. As he looks at Greg and Dudley, says, "Still haven't left? You'd like to literally be the last ones out the door."
I've been the first one in and the last one out the door for over 10 years now.
Yeah, no argument there. Well, have a good night, you two, as well.
Hey, have a good night.
As the four of you will walk out of the pub. As I'll let me just call myself an Uber. Tapping on her phone. For about
Yeah,
those three
I'll
of
wait
you.
with you. Wait,
Alright, should be
does
here
Sun
soon
not,
enough,
Sun not
Dudley.
have our card? Oh, I was saying, does Sun not have her car in this universe? Did she
I mean,
lose
you
that?
do, well, nothing happened.
It was totaled.
No. The time is taken.
Your taxes. I'm sorry, we had to take something.
No, you still have
Someone
you-
actually off. Okay, someone actually offered to drive her instead of her taking an Uber. Those things are expensive.
Well, okay. Yeah, but Jennifer's rich. Like,
That's true.
oh yeah, sure, thanks.
No problem.
How to your friends here? Can they get
Uh,
going?
You guys be alright? I can also take you for a ride.
I'll be fine. Perks of the city council. We got rides.
Well, alright. Miss Park?
Okay, gentlemen. If there's anything else, well, you know when to grab me.
Talk to you later.
Talk to you later. She waves and smiles at Dudley and Greg.
Dudley and Greg make your way to you. Yes, you call a ride to take you back home.
Yes, as usual.
Yeah.
The city. There will be a scandal one day on how much the city pays to chauffeur us back from bars.
It's like the Invincible comic with fucking Cecil fucking being asked by Donald, "Hey, using the teleporter too much? It costs like 5 million a pop."
Yeah, you can give me a wits awareness, you two. As you're walking down to your car.
Oh, it's awareness, you say?
This might be the big one, the important.
My favorite role. I can will while necessary.
Well, it might be important.
Is it crit fishing time?
Let me actually.
It's up to you, Dudley.
Do I want to fish for the maximum crit and reroll one of my dice? It succeeded.
It's not like you have a decent. Let me actually roll. Cause not the highest dice pool. Yeah, listen, you have to get the 4 actually. Funny enough.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Rolled like garbage.
No!
No.
It's over.
Fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Time to sign those fucking contracts, Parkley.
Listen, Mac. Listen. Even if a fucking werewolf shows up, I can beat it to death.
That is true.
You are talking to the man who literally almost beat up Optimus Prime.
That is true.
Zaz, you see, but this is the trend where you fail the role, but other people suffer the consequences, though. As the two of you will get into the car and the chauffeur will just drive you off home. As Sung, you and Jennifer walk up your own car, or you hear some noise. You glance back. You see a smiling Jen just looking at the two of you. As Jennifer looks back, says,
Bars.
sorry, go ahead. What were you gonna
Sorry.
say?
Oh, her first dress is like sorry, bars closed, essentially.
You're out in the parking lot, you two, as you were literally.
Yeah,
about
it was
to get
just
in the car.
yeah, it was.
She,
It was her just saying like, "Hey, what the fuck?"
Jen's like, looks and says, "Well, I'm here for a special after party." She winks.
Yeah, that's fun and all, but we have things to do tomorrow. I don't think we want to have any after parties with you. Jennifer, get in the car.
Say that. You say that, but as you feel very annoyed at this point. There's been enough is enough with this bullshit. This stalker of yours. Enough is in fact enough. As Jennifer kind of like pops and like looks at it and says, "Okay, what the actual fuck, son? Like, what is your problem?"
I'm sorry, a stranger just came out of the darkness with a smile on her face. You want me to be okay? Am I not supposed to be alarmed by this?
I don't know what the fuck is your problem right now. I just met a girl I like. I kissed her, and now you're suddenly acting all fucking weird.
I'm acting weird?
Son, you feel the need to slap this bitch.
Oh, god damn it. Oh. Can she try to shake out of this, or is there nothing else she could really do in this
Give me a
moment? Just want to
resolve
ask now
composure
before
or
I...
resolve intelligence, whichever you prefer.
Sure.
Cast a spell and fortify your mind. You believe
Yeah,
you
that's what I
can
said,
do
because
that.
this is a... Yeah, this is based on the emotion, I believe. A mind, basically, sorry.
Yep. This is in
I
fact
think
spark of rage.
Oh, okay, she will try to do that if that's the case.
Well, either roll a resolve composure or use the spell.
I'm going to roll for the spell, Grunt.
I don't.
I only got one. Did I willpower, or is it not good?
I think you double check. Minds. No, Mind Shield is actually is just a 1. So now you can reroll and gain Fortify Mental Shield, which is basically gonna protect you from more bullshit.
I think she should try to reroll. I should try.
There we go.
So I got 2.
So you get that's a 1 point of superficial willpower damage on top of the roll.
Gotcha.
As yeah, you just kind of like feel this kind of like overwhelming presence. Just envelop you. But as you fortify your mind, you manage to create a shield around you. As snap out of it, and you just realize you are completely overreacting. Like the emotions were clearly just almost induced by this presence outside of you. Fortunately, you do realize Jennifer doesn't have that such a thing. As continues says like, so son, like what the fuck?
Do I still have the... Can I tie my emotions with her in any way, or I've only been able to just cast a fortify spell, essentially?
Yeah, you can hide your emotions. That's another role.
I gotcha. I think I'll hold off with that right now. As she like looks from Jennifer. Jennifer's like, no, no, you're right. I'm being a little bit overprotective here. I'm sorry. It's a long night, and I wanted to go home, and there's someone I don't know here in front of my car, or near my car. I'm sorry about
You
that.
blink, and you just see Jennifer's body collapse from like the heavy impact that Jen's backhand gave her. As like Jennifer just immediately like a loud thump. Jen just
There
looks at
is
you and says, "Okay, what the fuck?"
what?
Huh.
What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck did you just do? Tries to go to the Jennifer.
She's gonna be fine. Now you're gonna tell me with what hunter group are you? And I might not just kill your friend right now. If you just, as you clearly can't push me away, you have done that already. You can clearly resist my influence. So?
Now can I roll to tie our emotions together, Grunt, in any way?
She's unconscious. I don't know what's there left to tie.
Not her, Jen.
Sure, you can if you. I'm not sure exactly what you want to achieve with this, but
Share fear.
Yeah, thank you.
okay,
don't know
I
if you can.
guess. Gonna feel your fear.
Because I wanted to know, like, can I stroke fear into her at all? Push emotions, essentially.
You can't like force people to just push emotions. Yeah, I guess, but why would she fear you? Because right now, nothing you've done is. At most, you can make her curious if you want.
I gotcha. I see. So it's basically
There's
no
a
point in casting spell.
there's a yeah, like you can force emotions, but this ain't just your average individual.
Gotcha. Then I think I'll take it back then if it doesn't really matter at all. It's like, I don't know I don't fucking know what you want. Just leave us alone. Just go away. I need to take her to the hospital. Oh my god.
That's listen. I don't you worry about her. I have universal cure quite ready. You're gonna tell me who you work with, or you're next.
I work at a fucking bar. I work at a bar where a guy tries to pay me above minimum wage. There's a fucking woman who just slapped my friend. What the fuck do you want?
Oh come on! You knew who I was when I entered. You recognized me from somewhere. Knew what I was somehow. Feared me. You had a disdain for me. You know what? Fine, don't tell me. I'll embrace you, and then we'll see how your hunter friends will think of you then.
I don't want a fucking hug from you. Goddamn. Whatever fucking bullshit you got going on, leave my friends out of it. Go run off and do whatever the fuck you want, but leave us alone.
You're pretty enough. You'll make a wonderful Toreador. Another rose to the garden.
I don't even know what that fucking means, lady.
Well, you'll learn soon enough.
Fuck away from me.
Yeah, she like starts going closer to you.
I don't know if there's any. I assume there's no weapon strong enough, but Shung's gonna at least try to see if she sees anything. But like I said, she's been here before. She knows she can't stop her. Is her phone on her anyway?
Yeah, you have your phone on.
Tries to call 911 Grunt because if nothing else, more more likely try to get in contact with Greg or Dudley if that's possible.
Just say like, yeah, 911. Like, what's for your emergency? But if you want, you can give me a dexterity stealth to sneakily send a message maybe to one of them, alerting them or precarious situation.
Trying to look for stuff on my thing.
Ah, well, there you go. You can send a short text message on what are you gonna send them.
I'm gonna send to Greg's like parking lot. Vampire. Fucked.
Greg, you've left for about like 20 minutes now as you get the text message.
Is Greg driving? Was Dudley driving? Who's driving?
I assume you have a driver because it's illegal
The
to drive.
chauffeur.
You have a chauffeur, yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna say just what the. Dave, real quick. Turn around. I got
Yeah. Like
fucking weird message from Sung. And I'll show it to Dudley.
Fuck, if you think Jin is back.
Just take us back to the bar. Just something. Scout message.
as yeah, I mean he's gonna drive back.
Dave's my chauffeur.
Ah.
Listen,
forgive me.
Well,
we-
technically, he's not our chauffeur. He's a chauffeur for the city council.
Ah.
Did you do anything else other than like head there rather in a hurry?
As we're going there in a hurry.
It's gonna take at least, even if he like accelerates like a madman, at least like 10-15 minutes to get. Oh, it's just gonna be in your
Kinda
head,
thinking.
Dudley. Is it really worth her dying for your stubbornness?
Coupon, unless you're thinking in 5 fucking seconds out of character, shut the fuck up.
Fucking vulture.
Yeah, let's go for the Hail Mary. And I'm going to send a text to Adrian. And I'm gonna ask him. Gonna send a message. Sorry to bother you before we actually supposed to meet up. Met somebody, got a real bad feeling about them. What do you know about? And just question this NPC. The vampire's name is just Jen, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that will ask Kupala.
Yeah. What do you know about? What do you know about? Know anything about? Lady named Jen got a. She's recently been in contact with some of my friends, and I've got a very bad feeling about her.
What were you gonna say, Dudley?
Oh, sorry, I'll let Greg continue the scene first. I was going to ask Kupala fine, how the fuck do we go about contacting her?
I'm gonna say ask Kupala because Adrian won't respond like instantaneously. It'll probably take a moment to be pretty confused. Kupala says, "Well, it's gonna have to follow my directions. A small rune on the ground. You'll have to make it with your own blood, and just say a couple of words."
Maybe ask Buddy what he thinks about this.
Yeah, all his buddy. You know what the rune.
I don't fucking know, some blood magic shit. Let the bitch die. Not worth losing your life over this shit.
for Greg. I don't think Adrian is coming. I think it's time for the.
Well, Adrian. So Adrian just the problem is, Greg, Sung has like minutes to live, or like, she didn't send the
Yeah.
message. Like, if you have this
She did-
conversation beat around the bush, even if it takes like
Yeah.
10 minutes or 5 minutes, it might be too late.
Okay. In that case, I'll rephrase the message a bit. I will rephrase the message. This is the Hail Mary here, guys. As he's going to say, Greg's going to send the message, and it's going to read as follows. Listen, man, I'm really going to need your help here. Me and my friends are in trouble. No one on the city council seems to know shit. No one in the fucking police who work under me don't seem to be able to help me or can't help me. I don't know what the fuck's going on. And he'll send them names, Morgan and Jen. These fucks have been creeping around me, and my friends.
You can give him an intelligence resolve if you.
Intelligence resolve, all right.
Morgan and Jen ain't gonna mean shit.
Say the V words.
Yeah, I'm kind of just basing off the fact that he warned me about her the last.
Yeah,
before,
after like Taylor swooped in and had a whole shebang with her.
No, wait, what?
Yeah, Adrian showed up after like the Taylor rescue.
No,
Time travel.
Did he? I'm pretty sure
We
He
met
showed up before.
we met before.
He showed up before, but I don't think he warned you about her.
Yeah, well, because he warned us because Jen was gonna try to kill Sung at the bar.
Roll me intelligence resolve or not.
Yeah, I will. 3.
You might want to include more out there names, like a guy named Kushim.
Yeah, and then okay. Then I'll send a message. And once I send that message, I'm gonna send a message. Fucking ask Kushim about us.
Yeah, I don't know. In my notes, Adrian meets you after Jennifer like pops up.
Yeah, no, because we never went back to the bar before it got closed up, so there would have been no time for us to meet Jennifer if he showed up after Sung got hospitalized, because then the bar was closed down.
If I remember correctly, I believe Jen and Adrian showed up the same day. It's just that he disappeared as soon as she walked into the bar. He did give a bit of warning once he saw Sung and Jennifer getting along a bit.
Yeah.
But made a point to disappear afterwards. And then he came like, hey, this shit, she's a serial killer,
didn't
guys.
specifically say, hey, I watch out for Jennifer. He like I think he saw them and was like, yeah, just be careful. Again, Jennifer is a very common name. So is Morgan, unfortunately.
Yeah, like I said, I put like ask like.
Yeah, but
like,
ask
we know Kushim, yeah.
Kushim is not a common name, as there is no response. But well, Sung. Jen just kind of like grabs you by the collar as you see her fangs kind of like smiling at you beneath her upper lip. I promise you're gonna enjoy this.
Oof. She can't. I know she can't. She's gonna try to punch, but I know she doesn't have the strength for that.
Frank, bro.
I'm not
Fortunately,
born.
you're not the Olympian.
That's
Like
I'm
true.
not
Greg is.
him.
Greg
I'm
might
not him.
actually just like beat her.
Greg and Dudley will beat her.
Oh, that's an impressive dice pool.
There's
I
nothing.
told
That's
you.
what that was enough.
Nothing I could have done here. I had to at least say I tried.
I was gonna say, is that like an no? It's just a two. It's almost a one. Almost break your hand as you like try and like punch it, like punching concrete. Like your fist just stops and like hurts a lot.
Gotcha.
As she will proceed to sink her fangs into you. As feel free to take points of aggravated damage as she bites down into your neck. Don't think this is too gentle, as there's a searing pain that just fucking courses through you as you
I
feel
think,
your blood gushing out.
yeah, this. I think she remembers what happened last time. She streams and struggles, but definitely knows can't really get past whatever hold she has on her.
You can give me a resolve composure to even stay conscious.
Ah, gotcha.
Yeah, you manage to like, as your vision blurs, you suddenly, because she's like holding you still, you suddenly feel yourself collapsing to the ground as whatever was restraining you lets go. As I glance around, she's gone. Hear the tires of a car in the distance. As see the headlights coming from down the street, but you don't see them approach.
She's more worried for Jennifer right now than anything else.
As by the time Greg, Dudley, your car gets there, you see Sung's car, but the only thing you spot is a rather large puddle of blood, the asphalt. No Park, no Jennifer, no vampire.
Going to send a text to Sung. You're okay. Send me a text.
You will get a reply. She is fine. Talk in the morning.
Right. Fortunately, like the big pile of blood, Greg is going to call in to report that. Like,
When I say like a big pool, it's like a kind of like a, I would say like 2 to 3 hand size stains on,
alright.
not
Yeah.
like an actual super big thing, but it's
Okay.
noticeable if you see it.
In that case, fucking Greg's just gonna say, doesn't look like there's in here. I think she. Look at Dudley. I think Sung might have meant text someone else. As I'll show him the text, I'll show the response. Yeah. Just got a text from her. So apparently, ignore the last one.
You'll get a text from Adrian. We'll talk soon. Your friends are fine.
Send a response. Thank you.
Hear Kupala in your head, Dudley. Oh no, she got away. Good luck dealing with a powerful vampire in the future.
I like Kubala thieving. Fuck you.
As I guess the two of you will head home. As Sung.
Remember, this takes place pretty before the events of Bucharest season 2, actually.
Oh shit!
Yeah, we're time to run. We time travel.
Yeah. No, you didn't time travel. That's just... Mac, pay attention. It's always been like this. Mage
Yeah, I thought.
always was a
This, yeah.
Mac, go back
I
to sleep.
Mac is always asleep. He is in fact a resident sleeper.
Yeah, I thought that was going like, oh, mages happened, and then she goes to Bucharest after. I got my times mixed up then.
Mac has been kicked out of the lunar.
I'm pretty sure the way the timeline works is that the events of Bucharest 1 are just wrapping up now, right?
Yeah.
Ah, okay, thank
So
you.
there's
So
some
she's-
so the timeline is basically the events of Bucharest season 1 are like in the past of this. This is set in the time period between season 1 and season 2 of Bucharest.
Okay.
Before Jen decided to kill everyone that Anastasio and
Okay,
she's
so-
hunting down Casper's people.
Yeah, so I'm not wrong to say, but I got the couple weeks or months
Yeah.
off. Okay. Thank you.
As
she has other business here.
They're having fun. Fortunately, we had more fun when she had her nice little minion, but now
That's
Fine.
true.
Maybe I should have taught him better.
and that was the point, to make him as worse as possible.
Maybe you should taught him how to fight people. I don't know.
Why would you want to teach someone that? I'd fight you later on.
Just in case like 8 vampires break into the house and fucking kill him. You never know when that's gonna happen.
As Sung, you open your eyes as you find yourself in a bed. Glance around. Say this is an interesting. There's a very thick fog surrounding this area. You can see your bed. You can see there's lights not that far away from you. You feel like your neck has been bandaged. Still hurts a bit.
Hello? Anyone there?
You hear some footsteps. Look down, you realize that the whole floor is just grass. You see a man approach you. He looks down and says, how are you feeling?
I'm alive, which is good. Where am I? What happened? Where's Jennifer?
She's fine. She wasn't as hurt as you were. She's resting at, well, safe place.
Okay.
He
And
sits down on the bed next. Do you remember much?
I remember Jen attacking me, biting me, wanting to, I don't know, give me a hug or something like that. Torador, she said.
She was planning on making you a vampire.
Okay, that's I'm not, right? I'm still me.
No, you're still you. Still have a heartbeat.
Okay. Did you save us?
Well, I mean, I managed to scare her off. Your friends send a peculiar message. Well, peculiar to some of my contacts, but I didn't realize they would mess up with you this much. Shima expected him to. This sort of bullshit. The agents are a bit more stricter usual. Must have met one of the nice ones. Christian, by the way, as he like stands his hand.
Sung Park. I guess you're that guy they told us about.
Huh. Maybe, I guess. Not the most uncommon names.
I don't know. Oh, fuck, Greg's better at this. If you're who I think you are, you're the guy who's been helping Adrian, right? Training him and all this stuff.
Yeah, him and a couple of others until Kim got the bright idea that do what he did with you and the others. But it's done now.
Yeah. Okay, that's the same then. I'm one of. I guess I'm of age too, and we were gone with Megan or whatever. Got back and things are different now. We're a few days from where we left.
Yeah. I'll bring over your friends, and I think it's time we all sat down and I ran you through some things.
She gives a nod.
As he'll kind of get up and walk away as he kind of like disappears into the mist.
Does this place seem familiar at all? Because I assume that she's associated with the last place we went in with a lot of mist, but I want to make sure she's not going off the ballpark
I mean,
here.
I guess from that aspect, yeah, it's loopy and kind of weird.
Yeah. 'Cause she couldn't sense it the way Greg and I believe Dudley
No,
could.
because you don't have correspondence or time.
Mm-hmm.
Cannot actually tell how fucking insane this place is.
Probably the best.
Yeah. In the morning, Greg, you get a knock at your door.
Yep. Greg is gonna do something he almost never does. He's gonna take a day of paid time off.
Holy shit. Listen, Johnny assures you that he'll be able to hold down the fort easily. Take as much time as you need.
Yeah. We'll just tell Johnny that just got a text. Family emergency is coming up. Gonna trust that you're gonna keep the ship all right till I come back.
Of course, sir.
Then he'll
Assume,
go answer the door.
as you see a man kind of like waiting in the hallway, dressed casually with his hands in his pockets.
Hey there.
Hey, I presume you wanna talk about your friend.
Friend, is she all right?
Yeah. I think it's time we all sat down and have a proper chat. Before Kushim starts pulling his
Yeah.
pranks again. Do me a favor.
Yeah.
Just turn around and walk backwards out the door. Closing the door on your way out, preferably.
Gray's gonna turn around. He's gonna start walking out, and he's gonna close the door, make sure it's locked.
Yeah, as you close the door, you suddenly feel like the ground underneath your feet, it's not like asphalt, grass. Look down. There's a fog almost covering the ground, making it hard to see. Glance around then. There you see a bed with tongue in it, being bandaged around the neck.
Does this place feel familiar to Greg? Yeah, well, first things first, Greg's gonna go over. Sung, are you alright?
Oh my gosh, Greg kind of gives him a hug, basically.
Don't worry. I think we're finally gonna be able to find our fucking footing.
I'm sorry, Greg. I really fucking tried. I'm sorry.
It's alright. Is your friend okay? She's still alive?
That's what he told me anyway. But she's okay.
Hey, then you did good. You didn't die, your friend didn't die. At the end of the day, that's what we were trying to do, right?
Yeah. That's right. At the end of the day, she's still alive. Thank you.
Greg does look around a bit and says, I think we've been here before.
Oh.
I think it was the other one with that Jacob kid in Lilith.
Oh, we've only been to one place with a lot of fog here.
Yeah, no, I feel like I can just feel it.
Well, that's alarming news.
Better represent.
Just fucking posts a fucking...
Maybe it's a bit.
yeah. Just post a fucking photo of McDonald's. Yeah.
Interdimensional diner.
No, that was for the other game.
It's
Dudley.
That was Flavia's fault.
That was Flavia's fault, unfortunately. Dudley, there's a text message from your wife telling you she's gonna be home in like 10 minutes. Luckily, she may be able to catch you before to go to work. Isn't that lovely? She's so happy.
Ah, God.
Sends your kiss emoji.
Ah. God damn. Dudley will arrive.
Come on, this is your chance. Dudley, to fix what went wrong.
If you respond the message, just leave her on C.
No, I'll respond. Yeah, I'll send her kiss heart emoji back.
There's a knock at the door, Dudley.
Yeah.
Christian is there waiting for you. You open the door. You just hear Kupal on your head. Not this guy again. What the fuck?
No.
Christian's
I
like,
hate this guy.
well, Dudley, I presume?
Hello there.
Yeah.
Meeting you.
My name is Christian, and well, me and your friends are waiting for you. I would ask that you join us for a discussion, much needed discussion. Just turn around and walk backwards out of your house.
Ooh. Yeah, Dudley will. Before that, he does that. You quickly text his wife. Greg called me over for an emergency. I'm so sorry. I'll be back as quickly as possible.
She'll respond with, "No worries. I'll see you in the evening, anyways."
Yeah. Sorry, honey. I'll still love you.
Love you too.
Yeah.
Divorce you soon.
This is in fact why it broke apart the first time.
Listen, in my head, in my head, and I can only assume in Mac's head because we share a brain cell. Greg literally probably kept telling him to stay late.
Yeah, yeah, that's exactly what I meant.
And eventually, Greg asked him to stay late on like their anniversary, and Dudley just fucking forgot completely.
Yes, that's
But
exactly
Greg, there's no need for you to stay late.
Because Johnny's there.
There's competent
Yeah,
people around.
that's the thing. That's the thing.
It's lovely, right? See, Agent Smith's a nice guy, actually.
He is. It's why. Listen, unfortunately, I just don't see a career path with you, Agent Smith.
Oh.
But like, unfortunately, one of my friends just isn't up for it.
Listen, we can sign have a drink, Agent Smith. On your off hours.
Maybe
we can make
freelance.
us.
Maybe you'll work as a freelancer. Fine.
Listen,
The unsung
Mr.
hero.
Smith, I agree with. I broadly agree with your goals here. And while fortunately, there doesn't seem employment's in the future. I'm all. If I can help maintain the universe even outside your organization, I'll gladly do it.
As
The unsung.
yeah, Dudley
Just gives me a gun. Kill yourself.
as you walk backwards, and Greg, Sung, suddenly you see Dudley walk out of the mist.
Hey, Dudley.
Hey, yeah, you alright? Show it to Paul.
I will be. I've been through worse.
Sure did. I think God, you're doing fine.
So yeah, take a seat, I guess.
As yeah, there's 3 chairs there. The bed. As you hear footsteps on the grass before you see Christian also walking and taking one of the chairs and sitting down. Has like a basket of snacks and drinks, and I place it at the edge of the bed. Says, well, this should. I hope this is enough. I don't get that many human guests here. Like some
It's
soda and like some.
There's a brief moment where Greg says, yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I know vampires exist. What else exists?
Oh, a lot of
Did they
things.
say werewolves?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, everything I assume there's infinite universes, and we saw werewolves, so we can.
Yeah, I'm not. I just don't want to make an assumption about what actually exists. Back home.
Yeah, true.
I know what we saw, but
It's about to ask you. Depends where you look, but well, again, name is Christian. Welcome to. I'm glad to finally meet you. I do apologize for your rough introduction to our world.
yeah, all right. It's I mean, we got through it. Maybe you can fill it in a bit better. Kashim didn't seem to give a shit enough to actually answer most of the questions, and our
best.
avatars seem to know about as much as we do.
My one's a bit unreliable.
Avatars are wide and varied.
And my one apparently knows you, apparently.
He like looks confused, raises an eyebrow, and says, "That's concerning." You hear Kupal in your head Dudley say, "I can just let Buddy kill you. I can't just let him kill you."
Kupala.
Mac never failing to find the bear trap.
If you tell him who I am, I'll just might as well just die because it will be relevant. Are we clear on this, Dudley?
That is just. Alright, let's see how it is.
Me and this man are not friends. He learns about me being in your head, and it will get complicated for me. I want to get back home. If I'm gonna make things more complicated than you already have, there's not gonna be a back home for me, and this. I've been in more tormenting prisons than your head, but You don't want to see me upset. We understand each other.
Perfectly.
As a Christian is like has the moment.
Pulls out a
What
gun, shoots Dudley 5
the
times.
fuck did Kushim do to all of you? Why is Kupala inside your head?
Kupal does that big threatening speech. Don't you dare tell him.
Problem
I already
is,
know, bitch.
unfortunately, some mages can do surface thought reading. Sadly, because he can't see it doesn't mean he can't hear your thoughts. Skupal's like, tell him he can go fuck himself.
She sends you her regards.
Oh.
Yeah. Do you know a thing? Do you know a woman called Megan?
Interesting way to find her, but I suppose, yes, I'm aware.
Yeah. Yeah. Kushim fucking sent us over to her house.
I know. But by that point, there was nothing much I could do.
Yeah. Gonna look to Dudley. I mean, because if Dudley doesn't help him, Greg's just gonna say tell the whole story about that fucking universe.
Yeah, no, Dudley wouldn't interject. Yeah, Dudley would explain also. Like, yeah.
Yeah, he
He would.
just kind of like nod and doesn't surprise me. She can live wherever she wants until, I guess, that reality gets corroded or something bad happens. Jump to the next one.
Oh, I was telling I was telling her the story about like the one world, the universe where Lilith won, and that's why Paul is in his fucking
Yeah,
head.
My bad.
Dudley wanted.
I thought about the
Dudley wanted
universe
to
where
explain.
Megan lived. Okay, then no.
Dudley also
Yeah,
wanted to explain.
there might have been a
Yeah.
miscommunication there.
Redcon and says, he like nods and says, well, I always assumed that there's versions out there of me that probably are doing better and versions are probably doing worse. Makes sense. At the very least, you can rest assured we're doing okay here.
Good to hear.
As much as I do not like Kushim, he's the only one right now that can hold her back. Our world. He's actively fighting her. As well as doing his little pranks every now and then.
It's all for fun.
It's fun at the very least. I don't really understand him, but his powers are a different direction. Mine. And on a different scale.
So, what comes next then?
Apparently you've gotten embroiled with a rather nasty vampire. I'll have
More than one.
the Second Inquisition deal with her.
I'll describe Morgan to him. There's also that guy. When I had a bad feeling about him, and when I sensed living things around me, he showed up dead as a doorknob.
There's many vampires out there. Although this one doesn't ring any bells. Must just be some sort of normal
Yeah.
kindred.
Time before fucking Kushim sent us away and then fucking Agent Smith sent us back, he was feeding me his blood. And from what I'm told, wiping my mind so I'd forget about it.
One of the ways they used to enslave people. Common MO for one of their kind.
Alright.
I'll be honest, what comes up next is mostly up to you. Um,
I can't speak for the others, but we were speaking with the agent. Mentioned that there was he called an independent contractor making sure things stayed intact here. I'm gonna take it they're referring to you. Just a hunch.
nods. One of their main contacts in this area of the universe.
I can't speak for the rest, but after seeing a couple universes get thrown into the recycling bin because everything that happened with Megan, Kushima, and us, I want to make sure. I want to do what I can to make sure that doesn't happen here.
Then I would like to invite you formally to an organization that works mostly on Earth right now. So space is relative. We call ourselves the Second Inquisition. All started with a bunch of ambitious people. Managed to unite all sorts of unlikely individuals. Defeated the equivalent of what you and I would call gods. And ever since have been putting the fear, some would say of God, others would say of fire, into the hearts of many, many vampires and more violent guru, werewolves, and other spirits who think they might just cause trouble. In fact, it was one of those people who, not that long ago, siphoned the power of a extremely ancient and strong spirit distributed across the globe, causing a lot more of us to pop around. Well, is how you ended up with avatars. You, others, and well, I expect the trend to continue.
All right. It's a better pitch than the agent gave us, but if you don't mind me asking, what are the rules, regulations, and well, the agent Let's just say he made joining pretty easy, but leaving sounded pretty hard.
I'm not offering a job. Second Inquisition is volunteer work. You'll be put into contact with others. Assist when able. Get assisted when, if able. And try and work together in this community we're building to keep things going, or hopefully making them better. Removing the global cabal that pulls the strings of many institutions, from money hungry, century old humans to immortal vampires with a rather unsatiable appetite. Also, I do believe, given your appearance, that more mages start showing up, and I'm not sure if all of them will be as nice and amiable as you are.
I stare into the camera. I look at the other game. Greg's gonna think into his head. What's your read? What's your read on this guy, Churchill?
Seems quite upfront, but I guess, I don't know. Do you have suspicion?
Greg's just gonna think in his head.
Other than this place being kind of weird.
Greg's gonna think in his head like, after everything that happened, I've kind of got suspicions on just about anyone, but he's not given the same. He's not giving off the same vibe that fucking agent did. And his offer seems a lot more likely. If we don't like it, we can just back out. Unlike the other guy.
What are Dudley and Sung?
I think Sung is definitely suspicious. Is it alright to have her insight
Yeah.
this guy as well? Can I add motive, or does it not apply?
No, you can add motive.
Thank you. God damn it, yeah.
What exactly are you inciting, though?
Like the same thing she did with the agent. She wants to basically test to see if there's something unspoken meaning that he's hidden away, or something else that he's just not telling us in regards to what this would
Seems
require
like
us to
a
pay.
pretty informal agreement. He doesn't pull out any contracts, no blood oaths, no binding spells. It's just like, yeah, you kind of have to work with me on this one.
Gotcha. I assume there's no such thing as turn this shit off in the first place, is there?
That's like asking to turn your soul off. Hard to do.
She nods at that, basically. Okay.
Actually, no, that's factually incorrect. Thank you for reminding me that. Christian will say, I suppose there is one way out, but not sure if the price is worth it. When I say way out, it's just another different door. You get turned into a vampire, your avatars will, well, die.
Ah, that's not good.
You won't be able to use any of these powers you have. But I don't think life as a vampire is horrible.
Yeah.
You also hear in your head, Park. I would also like not to die. Not been that bad, has it?
Yeah, well, listen, there's a bit of a conflict of interest from your avatar there. She's not really a unbiased source.
Sadly, you do hear in your head's body saying, "So there is a way."
Buddy.
Go do it, Dudley. Do it right now.
Listen. Since the ancient route is off the table now,
Ancient ruler.
the ancient route is off the table.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, gonna turn to Dudley. Gonna be honest, I'm thinking about taking it, and what are you thinking?
Seems like a cool guy.
Sung?
If it means keeping our world safe for a little while, I don't see a problem with it. I will warn you, I'm not that really good at a fight.
Well, I seem
Yep.
like good in a fight.
You have magic, son. Listen, you just cast fireball.
Don't worry,
Really?
Sung. That's why I'm here.
Christian just kind of like puts his face in his palm for a bit.
You just smile at Greg at that.
I'll tell you why that's maybe not the best idea. All in good time,
If you're
though.
gonna tell us how Paradox is gonna kill us if we use magic too much, yeah, we were filled in on that.
Megan was not a good person, but
But you also explained that it can't get worse other than the backlash you're feeling. Get much worse.
Besides universes breaking down, no, we were not told anything else.
Well, then we'll wait for Park here, for Miss Park to get better. While you'll... Sure you can wait for a bit here, Miss?
Yeah, sure. I think, well, another survival attempt. Third, actually. Yeah.
Then we shall reconvene later date. Greg, Dudley, will escort you back home.
Yeah, that should be fine.
As yeah, you're just gonna like you suddenly see there's a suspicious looking door. Gonna go to it and open it. Gesture for you to walk in. The wall of thick fog covering it. As you step through the other side, you're both back where you went. Like you walked through your front door.
I checked the time.
Can't believe he
It's-
actually said the ass beatings will continue until your competency improves.
It's the exact same time you left. As you will close the song, you see him close the door and looks at you and says, for them it will feel like a moment, but I am afraid you will have to stay here until you heal properly.
How long will it be out there?
Out there, nothing. In here though, I think in a week you should be fine. Maybe a bit more. weeks, a month.
Oh. Okay then. Do you have any books
He
that I can
nods.
read?
Was given this at some point as he got a copy of.
Respectfully, Grunt, go fuck yourself.
Is this the hacker?
And more importantly, fuck Nicholas. Nicholas did this.
Yeah, there's a bookshelf filled with arcane knowledge, mystical information. A copy of Percy Jackson.
Several works by Goratrix.
Yeah. I guess that will be where the session ends for now.